Hi, this is Pallavi Verma, and in my previous video I have shown you how we can use super keyword. So in this video we will see how we can use super method. So let's get started. So I have my package here. Inside this package I will create one class. Let's say super method, and I will include main method. Now what I'll do is I'll create one more class here. So class test class. Inside this class I will create few constructors. So this is constructor with no argument, and I will log the statement here. So let's say inside constructor I will create one more constructor which is parameterized constructor. So I need to pass the parameter. So int val, and I will log the statement. So value and variable val. Now I will extend this test class. So extends test class. Now if you wanna see this extends video more, then you can refer my inheritance videos. So what I'll do is I will create the constructor for this super method class. So this is my constructor with no argument. I'm gonna log the statement inside super method constructor. Now I will create one more constructor which is parameterized constructor for the same class. So I'm gonna pass the value int val, and I will log the statement. Let's say super methods value and val. Now what if I make the object of this class? So first I'll create the object of this class. So object new. So now I have this object with me. So what if once the object has created for this super method, then what will happen? Because once the object has created, it calls the constructor. So for this what will happen? So you just take the 3 seconds and just think what it will print. Okay, so once this object is created, what it will do? It will call this constructor, which is constructor with no argument. So before printing this inside super method constructor, what it will do? Internally JVM will invoke its default constructor. So which means we have already specified one constructor with no argument, which means JVM need not to invoke its default constructor, which means it will invoke this particular constructor. How? Because internally it will invoke the super method. So I'll just run it. So what we'll see, it will print inside constructor, and then it will print inside super method constructor. See, it is printing first inside constructor, and then it is printing inside super method constructor, because internally it will be like this. So we do not need to explicitly type this super method here. So internally it will invoke, and if we comment out, then also it is printing. If we remove this comment, and let's see, still it is printing the same. Now this is the case when we are calling this constructor with no argument. So what if I create one more object for this super method? So super method object new super method, and I will pass some value, let's say 12. So what will happen? This will give the same result. But what happened when this object gets created? So we are passing this 12, which means first it will invoke this constructor, because this is parameterized constructor. But again, what will happen? It will not directly print this value. First it will go to this constructor, because again the super method concept will be applied here internally. Like this. This constructor will be treated as super method than this statement. So if I comment it out, so what will be the answer? So first it will print these two, and when comes to this object, so first again it will print this inside constructor and then super method's value, which is 12. So let's run it. See, this is because internally it will be treated like this, whether we are passing this super method or not. Internally it will be treated like this only. So now what happened? How we can call this constructor with argument? So what we need to do? We need to explicitly pass this super method and we need to pass the value as well. So let's say I'm giving 88. So what will happen? Once this object has created, immediately it will call this constructor, which is parameterized constructor, and value would be 12 here. But before printing this, it will call this super with the value of 88. So this time it will not call this default, or maybe not the default constructor with no argument. It will not call this constructor, but it will call this constructor. So value would be 88. So 88 here, and it will print value and here 88, and then it will come back and then it will print this value. So let's run it. See, this time it didn't print this inside constructor. This time it is printing this value, because we are explicitly passing this super method and inside that we are passing the value. So it will invoke this one and then it will print this statement. So yeah, one more thing that I need to cover here. We cannot override the constructor. If I try, you will see an error here. It will not allow us to override any constructor. So we cannot override any constructor, whether it is constructor with no argument or constructor with parameter. It will not at all accept. So I hope you like this video and stay connected.